Okay, back after creating a couple more vehicles, I copied some code from my world file back into the vehicle destination collection file I showed you earlier. Make sure it fits on the screen. It's got all this stuff in it about the vehicle. I already picked only the stuff I need. I need the destinations. I don't need the actual vehicle here. The vehicles are the ones that have team slot 25 on them. Those are the things that spawn. The 17s we don't care about. The 25s I all have in the bottom of the world file. Let me show you. I put for the actual game that needs to spawn. Hang on. I put at the very bottom the 3 vehicles. I have Panhard 1, 2, and 3 here. 1 actually is a Hammett. Doesn't really matter what I call this. My script likes them to be called Panhard, not Hammett. Makes it easier. Don't have to rename too much stuff then. And all these guys down here are, hang on, I'll get in the screen, are 25. Team slot 25. Those are the things that will spawn by scripting. You also have to make sure when you keep adding things to the world file after it's been unbundled that these unit IDs up here down low match the highest number that is in the entire map. Needs to match this. You just put a number from one of the last things you added up here, and you can go a little higher. It doesn't really matter, but you don't want to be too low. Sometimes that causes problems. So that's in the world file. Back to the file where I have the destinations. I don't need all this stuff. I said earlier I only need these position files. So I'm going to clean this file up to what I need by deleting all the things that aren't really part of what I care about, and then this whole thing can go. So what I'm down to right now is the destination box and the name of the vehicle. Let's clean this whole thing up a little bit more. Select this, copy, Control H, paste, replace with nothing. Now we'll clean up after here. This is always the same. Copy, Control H, paste, replace all. This is just basic text editing skill. I'm going to take this selection, replace that with nothing. See, we're getting closer to what I want. This part needs to go and be replaced by a space. All these pieces between the numbers need to be spaces. Same here, because that's the formatting I will later on need in the script, and I need to get rid of the ending here. No space back there. Replace all. Okay. File, save as. I'm going to call this just dests.txt. These are the destinations. I need this now in the script. Keep this handy as I reopen my test map script, which has all kinds of stuff in it for the Panhards here in the bottom. And I already deleted in these areas what used to be there. I need to overwrite just these values with the appropriate Panhards destinations. So I'm going to go in here and start with number 1. Take this into this text file, paste it here, and every third occurrence will get one of these. So I'm looking for Panhard 1 right now. The first occurrence right here. Paste. Panhard 1 second, third, fourth one I'll do again with this destination. Panhard 1, Panhard 1, Panhard 1, yet again. And now I swap to this selection and do the same thing with the second Panhard 1 occurrence. 2, 4, the fifth one, which is this one. That's basically the randomizing. And 1, 2, one more time here. And the rest, all the remaining Panhard 1s get this destination. Only one of these blocks will ever happen. There's 3 different levels. So you trigger 1, 11, and 12. And in each of them there's 4 different events with 1, 1, 1, or 2, or 3. More vehicles as it gets more difficult down here. less with the easier spawns. And the percentages are different. There's 10%, there's 15, and there's 20% chance for each event, so they're more likely to happen with more players. So let's just paste in the remaining Panhard 1s. Panhard 1 here. Panhard 1 here. And down here one more time. Nope, I think that's it. Panhard 2. I'll delete this. This will make the script crash. Pick up the next destination. Actually, I'll take both of them to save time. Put them here. Start with Panhard 2. Always go in the same location. You want to make sure that these guys spawn and go to destination that stagger, that they don't want to run through the other Panhards. So the destinations have to be up front for the first number, medium for the second, and in the back for the third. Otherwise you get these weird traffic jams of Panhards, which I try to avoid. Sometimes they just happen because they do, but most of the time you can actually have that happen real nicely. And you want to make sure you don't make any mistakes in these copy-paste operations, because if you do, the map will crash, or it will just say unexpected identifier and not even load. So always stay between these quote marks. We're going to do a more detailed tutorial on this when somebody actually starts making a map. But right now, this is how it works to set up destinations. Everything else I leave alone from my last map. I don't even have to rename the vehicles. This spawn has the first 3 Spanards, and I have 3 on the map. It's saved right now. Now it comes to making the actual new test map. I have all this stuff edited in here. I need to bring up a tool called the bundle reader, bundle editor, bundler actually. I don't even know my words here. To do that, you need a command line. And I always recycle this that I have sitting here. Let's take the Fight Club line and rename Fight Club to Test Map, because then I'm ready to recycle this command line to create a new bundle from those files I've extracted. Save this, we'll need it later. I take this line, copy it, don't need this anymore, bring up the old DOS prompt. Go to my C drive where I have, DRR test map. It's right in here. Yes, that folder does exist. Has data in it or whatever. So right now, click here, edit, paste. There's my command. Hit enter. It goes so fast. It takes almost no time, but it is done writing the new bundle file. And you'll find it right in here. It's down here somewhere. Test map.bundle. The main reason why I had to replace the file name of the folder is that if you keep this called testmap.bundle, it will say file already exists, I can't create the bundle. So now that I have a bundle, I dump this into my custom levels folder and replace my former export. It's in here now. Just dragged it in here. You didn't see that, it was a little off screen. So now I have the test map with AI and vehicle spawns and vehicles in it. So next recording we're going to go do a test run with that and see what I just did. It's still ugly looking, but it will have AI in it and it will have vehicles in it.